Every state has its own urban legends and places where only the brave tread. We're talking old mental hospitals, valleys filled by ghosts, cemeteries, historic hotels. No matter what scares you, your state has a place to freak you out. And because ghosts never get a day off, you can hit most of these places even now, whether it's for a guided tour or a bone-chilling solo walk into the darkness. This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we will show you the 15 most mysterious places in the US. If you're new here, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to get updates whenever we post. There's a lot of different types of mysterious places. Some are natural, others are man-made, maybe haunted, alien, some have secrets, while others just can't be explained. For whatever reason, mystery and mysterious places always grab our attention. Okay, let's get rolling. We'll see what made the list. Number 15. Alcatraz, San Francisco. Alcatraz, as everyone knows, has tons of ghostly sightings and all kinds of spooky stuff, including old school. Chains rattling can be heard, like if you're too close in the water off Alcatraz, you could hear chains rattling in there at night. Nobody really lives there anymore, but why are there rattling chains in the middle of the night? That's a little spooky. Number 14. Charleston, South Carolina. South Carolina is another very old city, and it's been through a lot. It has colonial and revolutionary ghosts. You got Civil War ghosts and the guy that shot Lincoln, who after hanging himself out down at the Dock Street Theater. Also, if you go to Charleston and you're kind of into the whole haunting thing, they have the Charleston Haunted Jail Tour. The old Charleston City Jail once held Charleston's first female serial killer. Number 13. San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio is one of the oldest cities in the United States, so again, you've got a lot of years to pick up some hauntings. They also have the Alamo, where a whole bunch of people died. You also have the Alamo Street Restaurant and Theater, where there's a ghost that likes to sit on the balcony and watch performances. Number 12. Castillo de San Marcos, St. Augustine. Castillo de San Marcos is the star-shaped fort that's near the St. Augustine Inlet. That's where it breaks out into the Atlantic Ocean. There's a female ghost that haunts this fort. They call her Dolores. And you know she's there when you smell like a rose perfume that wafts through the air there. Occasionally, people claim that they can hear the sounds of a battle and blood-curdling screams. Number 11. Witch Trial, Salem. This all happened in 1692. Apparently, two girls were playing with an egg in a piece of mirror, and someone accused them of witchcraft, and then it was kept going. Nobody was really burned. That's a big misconception, that they were all burned at the stake. No, most of them were hung. One person was actually called press death, where they would put weight on top of them and then they keep adding weight till they slowly get crushed. But why are they doing this? Number 10. Ringing Rock Park, Pennsylvania. Just across the Delaware River from Milford, New Jersey and Pennsylvania, you'll find the Ringing Rock Park. This has a large field of mysterious boulders that when struck sound like bells, as if they're hollow or made of metal. They don't sound like rocks at all. In 1965, scientists determined that the stones were made of a volcanic substance called diabase, but there's no explanation for being situated on a hillside. Not at the bottom of a hill or valley where you would normally find a rock field or something like this. Number 9. Energy Vortexes, Sedona, Arizona. Sedona is known as a spiritual hotspot, not just for the Native Americans from the area. People find their way here to admire the landscape and get a quick energy boost. The energy vortexes, people claim, can boost healing, give mystical enlightenment, and a general feeling of well-being. Now, this is due to strong energy produced by the vortexes. Even the trees here twists in a very unusual way, a lot of people claim. Number 8. Coral Castle, Homestead, Florida. Latvian immigrant Edward Lees Culkin built the Coral Castle in Homestead, Florida after his fiancée left him on the eve of their wedding. The mysterious thing about the castle isn't why Edward built it, it's how Edward built it. There were no electrical devices, he didn't get any help. He did it by himself with homemade tools. Boulders weighed as much as 30 tons alone. Some have said that he used supernatural power. Culkin said that he learned the secrets of making objects weightless. Number 7. Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, Weston, West Virginia. In 1864, the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum started accepting patients. At first, everything was fine and dandy. People were getting the help they needed. As the years went on, the facility that was designed to hold 250 patients had 2,400 patients. That is about the time it really hit the fan. At some point, attacks on the staff became the norm and patients started making fires in an attempt to burn the place down. This thing was a total nightmare and they kept it open, but it's believed that it's still inhabited by the souls of the patients. Number 6. Skinwalker Ranch, Utah. Supernatural and mysterious activities have been reported at the Skinwalker Ranch in Utah for many years. Visitors have reported seeing shape-shifting creatures and hearing loud underground noises along with the occasional floating orb of death. The site is full of evil spirits and dark spiritual energy. The ranch has been nicknamed the UFO Ranch because of its 50-year history of odd events that are said to have taken place there. There are many stories and legends about early settlers and the Ute people from the nearby reservation experiencing strange events in the area. All in all, the Skinwalker Ranch is creepy as hell. Number 5. White Eagle Saloon, Portland, Oregon. This place has some serious stories. Prostitutes killed by jealous lovers, people dragged through basement tunnels, waitresses carried down basement steps by an invisible force. There's more than just good storytelling going on here. Ghost hunters who have investigated the place report a sensation of violence and death in the basement and a deep well of sadness on the second floor. There are reports of women crying upstairs and people screaming in the basement after hours. This place is spooky. Number 6. Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel, Los Angeles. The hotel was built in 1926 in what is known as the Golden Era of Los Angeles architecture. The place is haunted. It's said that Marilyn Monroe still haunts the halls here and still occupies her suite of 1,200. Guests have also reported mysterious trumpet music that's believed to be played by the spirit of Montgomery Clift. Others involve a little girl in a blue dress named Caroline that tries to motion you down the hallway and show you her dead parents. Another thing that's kind of weird is that the hotel operator calls and asks if you need help in your room, and then they call back downstairs and nobody calls the room. It's just weird. Number 3. Taos Taos, New Mexico. Some residents and visitors in Taos, New Mexico have for years been hearing a mysterious and faint hum that they can't seem to get away from. They also think it's just delusional people, and some think it's a secret government mind control program. It has been described as a roll, a hum, a buzz, and whether it's psychological, natural, or supernatural, no one has yet been able to locate the sound and its origin and anything about it. Number 2. East Bay Walls, Northern California. Up in the East Bay Hills near San Francisco, there's a series of rock walls that have fascinated people for well over 100 years. The East Bay Walls are also known as the Berkeley Walls. They're strange and a total mystery. Nobody knows who built them, why they built them, or what purpose they served. The walls are anywhere from a few meters to over a mile long. Parts of the wall look like they were just thrown together, while other parts look like they were carefully constructed. The age of the walls is unknown, but it appears to experts that they were put in place anywhere from 150 to 500 years ago. One thing's for sure, we don't know how, we don't know who, and we don't know why, and it'll probably remain that way forever. And for the top pick on our list, number 1, Underwater Stonehenge, Michigan. Stones that's in the underwater Stonehenge have a carving of a mastodon or snuffleupagus from Sesame Street. Not many people have visited this one because it's underwater. For whatever reason, there's a circular structure with apparently a mastodon on it. Many people have requested whether the rocks were purposely placed or if they're just random curtains. It doesn't look like we'll ever know the origins of this Stonehenge, or at least until Snuffleupagus spills the beans, and either way we'll probably never find out. Did you enjoy all these mysteries? The US is dotted with places that are surreal, eerie, and sometimes downright bizarre. And while many of these mysterious goings-on have logical explanations, others remain stubbornly unsolved up to these days. Who would you invite to these places? Let's know your thoughts on these 15 most mysterious places in the US in the comments section down below. If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.